Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim or Cimnanya, and thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. The fact that Black people cannot have something for themselves is just something really amazing. And the truth is that some of them are actually waking up to do this probably for clicks or trying to tell you how they can just do anything without anybody questioning them and all that. And this culture appropriation, I keep saying it that I am one of the people that really do not care at a particular point in time because I was like, let them do whatever they want. But after going through some certain things and seeing how my own people are being treated with the same thing they call when black people are do it, it is gettable. When they do it, it's very fashionable, right? Because the fact that a black person cannot get a job, probably with his locks or probably with his afro or something like that, or braids and all that. It's really something that I find very interesting. And each time we talk about crown act, they always sit down. They never want to talk about anything that got to do with crown art. But these same people will go around and want to culture appropriate and then come out to gaslight you, telling you that you all are the delusional ones because you all do not want them to do it, right? And this one actually came out to say Vikings were the first to introduce braids to the world. Braids were invented by a skin color. So what is she talking about when she said skin color? She meant black people. Let's get into this video.
So meet Natalie. And Natalie is your typical troglodytic glowworm, snow vulture, wish order Bo Derek who lives at the intersection of her ignorance and bigotry. So Natalie decided to take to her X account, post that video with the following commentary. Vikings were the first to introduce braids to the world. Braids weren't invented by a skin color. A whole whitewashed education system, and Natalie can't even see the dichotomy of putting those two sentences together. Natalie, were you this ignorant prior to having your hair braided, or did the strain of having your hair braided vanquish those last 3 brain cells you had? Let's get it. When you all make this stupid ass argument, does the idea of history just escape you? Allow me to help your intellectually challenged ass by way of having a reef family tree and therefore affected your genetic ability to have any comprehension skills. Ass. The age of the Vikings lasted from around AD 800 to the 11th century, and they were formed by a vast number of Scandinavians who left their homeland to seek their fortunes elsewhere. These seafaring warriors, known collectively as Vikings or Norsemen, began by raiding coastal sites, especially undefended monasteries in the British Isles. And over the next 3 centuries, and just in case those braids are pulled a little tight and you can't comprehend, a century is 100 years, and 3 of them would be 300 years. They would leave their mark as pirates, raiders, traders, and settlers on much of Britain and Europe, yada, 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 yada. And it's history, and I'm feeling generous today, so I'm going to add 200 more years to this Viking Age history, and we're going to say it started in 600 AD. Now stick with me, and you may need to go find that person in that reef family tree of yours that has the listening comprehension skills. You would like me to pause until you get back? Okay. You back? Could you find them? Well, let's move right along. Let's look at the origin of braids. The origin of braids can be traced back 5,000 years in African culture to 3,500 BC. They were very popular amongst women. AD, BC, you do understand that BC preceded AD, right? Right? Okay, moving right along. I could stop the video right here and you still wouldn't get it. See, in many African tribes, braided hair was a unique way to identify each tribe. Braid patterns and hairstyle were indication of a person's tribe, age, and marital status, wealth, power, and religion. See, because of the amount of time that we spent bonding during the braiding experience, braids were more than just an anesthetic for us. They were social art. Honestly, we don't care if you use a hairstyle that causes all your hair to fall out because of your ignorance. It's just the idea of the hypocrisy where when you all do something that we have been doing for thousands of years with our hair to your hair, you get to be called edgy and accepted while we literally have to get a crown act to wear our cultural hairstyles. And since the girls were in the background of the video anyway, they have a message for you, Natalie.
You are dismissed.
And you are dismissed. Have the day you deserve.
She is absolutely dismissed, and that is on period. The truth is that no matter how you try explaining it to them, they still do not understand, and they will not understand. And like Nathan said, that maybe the braids pulled out some of the brain cells and all that. And that is it. It is the fact that each time they want to culture appropriate, you see them write some certain kind of quotes to make them feel better about what they are doing. Is something I really do not understand. See, if you want to culture appropriate, I do not support that, not even in any way. Not like, after seeing so many things happening to people that look like me, that can't even do their hair really great, carry their natural hair that grew up from their roots, how they are being discriminated and all that. Before, I really did not care about culture appropriation, but right now, I really do care a whole lot. And the fact that she actually came out to gaslight herself by saying that Vikings were the first to introduce braids, to the world. Braids weren't invented by skin color. And you do not have to go through the corner. You can actually tell Black people that, come out and say, because this is what she meant. She is trying to say that Black people did not invent braids and all that, right? Then she decided to use skin color did not. That is just to show you how insane some people can actually be and the rest of it. And I think it's even time we stop even ignoring. We have to stop ignoring them, Start ignoring them, I mean to say, if they want to wear braids, let them wear braids. Because I can be teaching people that are not teachable. I can be saying things that they would never listen, because it looks like every 2 days, one of them is looking for a way to provoke somebody. You see them come out with braids to tell you that they can get it and all that. Some of them are not getting it because they want it, but they are getting it because they want clicks, because they want to know what Black people are going to say about it, right? Number one is that it is ghetto when I wear my locks, or when people that look like me wear their locks. It is ghetto when they wear their natural hair. It is ghetto when they braid their hair with some hair color and all that. But it is fashionable when they do it. So how come the hypocrisy? This hair was really not fashionable before, not until Black people took it and make it something really great. And all of a sudden, they want to start braiding it. And the fact that they even do not understand most of this hair meant something to Black people. And they have said, we do not want you culture appropriating, leave it for us. But still, it is that one that you tell them not to do. That is the one that you see them, like all of them running helter-skelter looking for a way to do it. But who are you guys actually doing? You are not doing me. Number one is that some of them, when you even try to teach them that this hair is not even made for your hair texture and all that, some of them end up going bald after making it. But that is not my problem, because it is their problem. What I am after is the fact that people that look like me cannot do it, they cannot comfortably do it. But it is always amazing when they do it. I remember the guy from Texas that cornrowed his locks, and all of a sudden he was on suspension for 1 year and was taken to military school. Why? Because of his cornrow. And he was, they took that to court, and court ruled in favor of the school. Yeah. Am I talking about the young man and young woman that actually went for job interview, and the interviewer couldn't even hide it and told them, you are already very great for this job, But your hair, is that how you can tone it down? No, it's just like you. I mean, like a brown colored person coming, like, going to work probably with a black person, and you are telling the person your hair is very long, or you have a blonde hair, or you have a ginger hair. Can you cut your hair? Or can you trim your hair? When we are talking about it, some people do not understand it. But the truth is that I do understand right now, because there are some times, like when I read some certain comments from people, like especially some people, I don't know what, but some people that look like me, or people from my own country, or like my nearby country, right? You see them saying, I don't see anything wrong with that, because it is not your own culture that you are there, or maybe because, should I say, because most of them even do not understand the history, do not even know the history. So when they see them doing it, some of them feel like, oh, they are doing us a favor, or they are trying to fit into the culture. Some of them are not trying to fit into the culture. They know what they are doing, and this is what they have been doing for years. This is all I have to say. Let me know what you are thinking in the comment section. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye for now.